Hi everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie's Cards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm creating this cute, I guess it's a Valentine's card. I know it's super early for Valentine's Day, but I had this idea and I just got it stuck on my head and I really had to try it out. So that's why I went for this one today. So the products I'm using are this Heffy Doodle Veggie Patch stamp set. I've got the Lawn Fawn Henry's ABCs and I've got this Concord and 9th Friendly Florals die. A real mixed bag of products today. I've used things from 3 different companies, but I just thought they all worked really well together. So I went ahead and coloured and cut out my little carrots. I've gone ahead and cut that kind of oval shaped die piece from the Friendly Florals die, and I've cut out my Henry's ABCs and coloured them in with my Copic markers as well. I have used the same colours as I used on the carrots to create this kind of gradient effect. If you are interested in the Copic combinations that I used, I have listed them in the description box below. There's only 3 colours for each part, so my carrots are YR07, 02 and 00, and my green parts of my carrots are G05, 02 and 00. So just 6 markers altogether today. So now I'm just laying everything out how I want it on this kind of, I'm going to call it a tag piece. And just making sure that my letters are nicely lined up and kind of equal all the way around, if that makes sense. Obviously, some of them are kind of hanging off the edge of the card, but I just wanted to create this kind of gentle curve at the bottom so that my sentiment's going to read "Love You Bunches," and I just thought that was really cute. I stamped out the "Love You," which comes from the Veggie Patch stamp set, with some Marmalade Ink from Concord and 9th, which I thought worked really nicely with the carrot colour that I had used. So yeah, I'm spending a long time fiddling around with these letters, but as I say, I really wanted to make sure that they were kind of nicely centered and didn't look out of place. And then I'm going to start gluing them down. So I'm starting in the middle with my C. I thought that was the easiest place to start and work my way out towards either side. Just to try and make sure everything was nice and even. I am clumsy, I'm really clumsy. As you can see, I knocked my glue bottle over. I end up moving some of the letters. I'm so clumsy. But I think it was okay. We got there in the end, as I like to say, according to my friend Kate. So I managed to stick everything down evenly all the way around. And as I say, I just wanted to make it nice and even because obviously this is going to be my focal panel. So I didn't want anything glaringly out of place. So I did take a bit of time to get this right. And I think it kind of pays off because I think it did turn out quite nicely in the end. Once I've done with gluing everything, all my letters down, I'll go ahead and start gluing my little carrots down. Now I'm just keeping everything flat today. I'm not doing anything fancy with any like foam tape or anything like that. I did consider putting my little carrots on foam tape, but in the end I just decided to put everything flat and just create a really nice flat card. Sometimes the simplest cards are the best, sometimes not. I love to make interactive cards. I love to make busy cards. I love to make shaker cards. I've been making a lot of those lately. But sometimes it's just nice to create a simple, flat card, quite a clean and simple type thing to just, yeah, it will make somebody smile. And I think that's kind of the main thing of card making. So here I am gluing my little carrots together. I kind of wanted them to look like they were bunched at the top and then spread out towards the bottom, but I also wanted to be able to see their little faces. So I'm kind of making sure that I can still see their little faces as I glue them together, and just making sure I've got plenty of glue on there to hold them down and keep them nice and secure. And then I'm going to place them in here. I wanted them down towards the bottom kind of half of the oval. Kind of an oval. It's not really an oval, but it's kind of got that ovalish shape. So I'm going to call it an oval. So I wanted them down sort of towards the bottom part, just above the letters. And then I've got a bit of this white space. So I took that same Marmalade Ink, and there are 3 solid hearts in the stamp set. So in 3 different sizes. So I just stamped them out around my carrots there. And then just for a little bit of extra detail, I took my Copic Multiliner pen and I added some stitching detail all the way around. I'm not going to show you all of that, but there we are, finished. And then I took this, not spiffy speckles, all the dots paper. I couldn't remember the name of it. And I took this kind of greenish, it's quite a bluey green kind of piece, and I cut it out with a stitched rectangle die. And now I'm just securing my kind of oval panel onto the center of that using some tape runner. Using quite a bit of tape runner to make sure it's nice and secure. Now, I did take some time today. I don't always do this, but to try and get everything nice and centered. And I think that's the key with a very simple card. You want to make sure everything is in the right spot, because if anything's kind of out of place, it'll be quite glaringly obvious. So you want to make sure everything's kind of nicely put down in the right place. So now I've taken this piece of cardstock, it's Apricot cardstock from Fawn, and I've cut it down to a standard size 5.5 by 4.25 inch card base, and I've just used that same tape runner to attach my front panel onto my card base. And then because I coloured 5 of these little carrots, I had a few left over, so I decided just to pop one inside. I'm not going to stamp any sentiment or anything inside the card, I'm going to leave it blank, but I just thought that little carrot inside was a bit of an extra bonus for the person who gets the card. And there we go. I think it turned out really, really sweet. I'm quite happy with it. Please do give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Do leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. And please do subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you come back again. Here's another video I think you might enjoy. Thanks for joining me today. Take care. Bye.